Thank God you're okay. Where have you been? I've been worried sick. You idiot. What are you doing there in the dark all alone? I was beginning to fear for the worst. You're hurt! What happened? You could have cracked your skull. Come with me. Let's get you some ice. Sit down. I said sit down! How did you get lost in such a small forest? Didn't you see lights from camp? But... I thought you stopped being afraid of the dark years ago. I'll have to tell Naomi to keep it PG.
You scared me. Yeah, I haven't seen you in so long. What do you mean? Really? Are you okay? I bet it was. You look just as freaked out as the time you did it as a teenager. I'm glad you're back safe, though. We wouldn't be able to hang out if you stayed lost, or died, or... Don't make fun of me, I'm serious. So what if I am? 'Cause it's like you're avoiding me all the time. That talk we had yesterday, did it mean nothing? Busy hanging out with everyone else. Don't patronize me. I saw you playing volleyball and going swimming. I don't understand. Why don't you include me in your life? I am? Really? You mean it? Aw, you are the best. Whoops, sorry. You better. Can't wait. But you're probably exhausted. Go take a nap for now. See you around?
Hey, handsome. Miss me? Just a tiny bit. I'm so bored. You know that feeling when you're glad you did something but regret it anyway? They were so happy when I came home, but they're barely letting me breathe. How are the patients? Are they super crazy? Have you been eating? Why didn't you visit sooner? You know, the whole shebang.
Again, without knocking. Why do you keep doing this? Don't make me laugh. We need to have a serious talk about your intrusive entrances. One of these days, you'll end up seeing something no one wants you to see. Something wrong? Why aren't you resting? Then what are you doing here? Actually, you know what? I don't have time for this. I'll be back in 5 minutes for Belle's session. After Belle's session, Violet will meet me at the gazebo. You should find something else to do. Try to get some rest, will you? Make yourself comfortable.
I can take my clothes off?
You know what I meant.
So that's a yes?
Let's start with something basic. Tell me a bit more about yourself. Why didn't you notice these intense sexual desires?
Must have been when I figured out what a clitoris was for.
Alright, so when you were very young, what do you think made you feel this way?
Well, duh. Pleasure, of course. Doesn't sex do anything for you? Bet it does. You strike me as the quiet type, which means you like to dominate in bed. I would italicize the especially in your suggestion above. Very much.
I do enjoy sex, if you must know.
Yes, I must.
But my sexual life isn't why we're here. It's yours. We both know that's not what you expected.
A girl can dream.
Unable to take things seriously.
Hey, this is serious. A serious disappointment.
The more you struggle, the harder it's going to get.
That's what I was hoping for.
Can we change the subject?
Why? Are you getting hot? Hard to breathe? Salivating? Are you getting wet from our little talk? Because it would do wonders for my ego if it did, you know.
Direct behavior, sexually frustrated, lacks self-esteem.
Lack self-esteem? Are you blind? Do you see this? If anything, this is where my self-esteem comes from.
So you do understand. Excellent.
What do you mean?
Your extreme sexual appetite is a reaction to the lack of self-esteem you're feeling.
Yeah, right.
You're measuring your worth by the amount of sexual attention you're getting. The greater the number of people that are attracted to you, the more fulfilled you feel. No response? So, we are getting somewhere. Good. Have you ever thought of sex as an addiction?
Constantly. I need it every day. Preferably multiple times. Wouldn't you rather help me out with that instead of talking about this boring nonsense?
I'd prefer that you cooperate.
But I've been nothing but receptive and cooperative since the moment we came here.
Belle, you're a beautiful, bright young woman with great potential. Why would you reduce yourself to this character you've created? You don't have to spend every second thinking about or wanting sex to feel fulfilled. There's more to life than just sex.
Is there?
Let me get some papers from the office. I'd like to show you something. These are some statistics related to your troubles you're experiencing. An analysis of people with similar problems, if you will.
I don't see my condition as a problem. I don't have a problem with it. Society does. Everyone's so stuck up and boring. It makes me want to gag.
So, you're afraid of being boring?
I'd hardly call myself boring.
Exactly, you're going over the top in almost everything you do.
What's wrong with being yourself? Doing the things you want?
There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. You should always explore and learn who you are.
So what's the problem? Why am I being held hostage in a rehab camp?
I say there's nothing wrong with it, and I truly mean it. And yet because of your public exhibitionism and general behavior. You wound up in a rehabilitation camp. I'd say it's as much as your problem as it is the rest of society's.
If they can take a dick, they can take a joke.
Some just can't, and you're intelligent enough to know it.
That's the point.
Because?
That's when...
Have you... These spontaneous orgasms.
Hey, was that bush always there? I could swear it moved. Or it wasn't there before.
It's just a bush, Violet. No one's eavesdropping on our conversation. No need to get paranoid.
You're right. I am being a bit paranoid. I'm telling you, it moved! Look!
Curious. Done for today.
Flames at your step. Excellent, in fact. It's unexpectedly soothing, sleeping in a wooden cabin. Yes? There is no taboo under the burning eyes of HPL. What? Suck your dick? That does sound familiar, but it had nothing to do with this camp. So you didn't fight back? It was consensual? So why bother finding out who it was? Want another BJ? Have you asked the others? Do you trust me? That much is true. I see no reason to hide. Belle and I went to bed around the same time, and I woke up before her. I don't think she'll be able to sneak out of the cabin without making a lot of noise. The floorboards creak like crazy. I'm hyper aware, you know. Got any other clues? That only leaves Naomi. Be gentle. Naomi's a good girl. She just doesn't know how to show it. What is your offering? Paper? You think a piece of paper will do the trick? You can't steal private stuff like that. That's illegal. I see. Sorry. Bad people? They're not bad, just weird. I feel there's a lot of value in that single sheet of paper. Okay, I'll do it. I'll purge your sins with holy flames and cover its remnants with silent ashes. This secret's safe with me.
The living room. Gotta chat with Dr. Eve. Dr. Eve wanted to, but in this heat, I don't think so. It's 150 degrees outside, and I prefer to stay milky white. Of course, you don't look this lovely without proper heritage. And what are you doing? I saw you scurrying around the camp since you came back this morning. Hard to miss a distressed idiot wandering around camp. Why do you care? And why should I tell you? So do I. Tell me again why I should answer you. Is that why you keep pestering me with questions? Pray tell. That is true, yes. Excuse me? Did you have a stroke or something? I have no idea what you're talking about. Huh? You're obviously in over your head. Wow, that's a new level of lame. I'm not sure if you're joking or if you just lost your mind. Again, what is it you think I did? What? Did you have wet dreams about me or something? Don't tell me that actually happened. That's amazing. I must say, whoever it was, they certainly have a knack for it.
I mean, I'm no saint, but I usually don't go to such lengths to get what I want.
Seems like you're a terrible detective. Aw, poor Flustered. So lost and confused. After calling me out like that, I'm a bit reluctant to help you.
But seeing you so distressed and in such state? Oh, what the hell?
I have absolutely zero information regarding your little adventure. But if you want to figure out who it was, just ask yourself who would be desperate enough to do something like that. Oh, look off. I'm trying to help. You should be happy.
Come on, you're overreacting.
Hello? Poor little. Seems like your relationship with your girlfriend is going downhill. Fast.
Whether you wanted to or not. look, it's the lost boy from the woods. What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. What happened? Something serious? Are you gonna tell me? Or do I have to squeeze it out of you? Sure, let's go to my room. You know, everyone was worried sick about you. Hardly. Oh, please. The forest isn't that big. Plus, foxes and squirrels are like the biggest game animals around. Hardly a threat for such a manly man like yourself. I was pretty sure you'd find your way back. So what is it you wanted to talk about? Hello? You still here? That? Rope, obviously. I don't need it. It just appeared in my room. Excuse me? What the hell is wrong with you? You obviously do, since you're barely speaking coherently. What the fuck? That was years ago. What does that have to do with anything? So, someone sucked your dick. I don't even know what happened. But whatever it was, I wasn't involved. It wasn't me, okay? Get that through your thick skull. That's not mine. Believe what you want, but this stuff just magically appeared in my room. Wouldn't put it past her. What does this rope have to do with someone sucking your dick? Did they tie you down, or what? Don't tell me they tied you down. I keep telling you, it wasn't me. One minute shouting, the other in complete despair. What is his problem? Yep, he's distressed. Very distressed. I can't bear to look at him like this. Want to talk about it? Fucked up what? then there's no need to worry about it. Just tell me. I'll listen. So you're gonna go around camp spying on everyone and asking questions? Oh god, I'm so sorry. Sorry for that no-good brain of yours. I don't know, you're the detective of this story. No problem. But I'm glad you're here now.
Eek! You scared me. Hi, what's up? I'm stretching my facial muscles so I can give you a bigger smile when I see you. Oh, what's wrong? What the hell are you talking about? I mean, I like it when he pays attention to me, but not like this. You're really starting to scare me. You're really freaking me out. I don't have to deal with accusations like this.
What the hell is going on here? Why are you screaming at Emily like that? Do you think that's a mature way to resolve something like that? I won't tolerate fighting in my house. You can do better, I'm sure of it. You're going to do some morning chores. As your apology for screaming at Emily, you'll begin by sweeping the community area's deck. Then you'll clean up the fire pit, ending with cleaning the lake of all fallen leaves and debris. We'll need it clean for tomorrow's activities. Do you understand what you'll be doing? Good. You better get to sleep soon. Good night. Came to clear your head a bit? Just make sure it doesn't happen again. Conflict shouldn't be resolved with foul words. Come, sit down. Let's talk. Come here, sit down. You can even have another cigarette if you like. I won't stop you. Of course. Here. You're more clever than you let on. Well, you're right about that, but seriously, clever. I don't want to bother you with these things. This is something I need to work on by myself. It's all these changes that have been happening. I feel like I've started to lose focus. I know you've noticed. That's sweet of you, pretending like you haven't. The patients are a bit more difficult than I expected. I've been having a hard time managing all this by myself. So I've been thinking, well, I'd like you to take on more responsibility I can. You would do therapy work with the patients. You'd start small, but eventually you'll be given more work. Good. Well then, I'm looking forward to seeing you in action. Good night.
The number you have dialed is not available at present. Please leave your message after the beep.